All right, guys, welcome. This is Dead Space finally, and as promised, we're doing this in post commentary. So I'm Anthony, and I got my friend Richard here, as you guys know him.
Hello guys, what's up?
And yeah, so this is fucking Dead Space, and I recorded this probably like the tail end of April into like I think last week I just finished up. I did like a couple. I did 3 parts a session. I started to make it into like kind of like a more slower and faster pace at the same time. I had to make it kind of like so I would do a certain chunk and then edit them and render them because the way I did them was I uploaded all of these to YouTube and that's how we're doing them through here. And then I'm gonna take this audio and put it underneath. So that's how me and him are watching this. But yeah, finally Dead Space, and oh, I'm happy to be doing this because this is the first kind of like, I mean, Last of Us was survival like type. It wasn't like survival horror. It was
This
more like
is more
survival
like
adventure.
survival horror.
Yeah, this is more on the terms of like border, like just straight survival horror. And then now,
It,
I
it
mean,
fits well with your other Resident Evil
oh yeah,
elements.
definitely. And I'm really excited to do this because me and Richard actually both share a love for this game, and
Oh yeah.
it's and, you know, a lot of people on my channel have not seen this game like ever.
Never.
Just yeah, like a lot of people are like, "Oh man, like I've never played Dead Space. I've never seen anything on it." So
What the hell?
yeah, so I mean,
Go and play Dead Space. Like, come on.
or you just watch this LP. Yeah, some people just like doing that. But as you see, that's our main character Isaac just seeing a clip of his girlfriend Nicole, and we'll find out more about that later.
This the guy on the right. He was actually in 300.
Oh,
You might
wow.
remember him as the messenger who gets kicked into the pit.
Oh shit! Oh
That-
wow!
yeah. His character's name is Zach Hammond. So, yeah. Little fun fact there.
Yeah, as you can see, the graphics look really nice. I recorded this on my PC, and
Yeah.
they look
This
really
game looks
nice.
beautiful, like regardless. on what
Regardless, it
system
looks
you play
great.
on.
Yeah, and it even looked better on PC playing it. It took a little bit of getting used to playing it with the keyboard and mouse, but honestly, by the time I recorded this first part, I was completely.
You
used to
kind
it.
of get into the spirit of things.
Yeah, like it was really.
Oh,
cool.
dude. You know Jason X, right?
Yeah,
You've seen that fucking movie.
yeah.
He also plays one of the soldiers in Jason
Oh, the
X.
fucking guy in the suit.
Yeah,
That
like
guy?
remember at the end he's like,
Oh my god.
and like they run at each other right as the ship explodes. Like,
Yeah.
oh shit, something's gonna go down.
And then
they
nothing.
walk at each other, and like it cuts to the next scene.
Nothing happens. Yeah.
It's like he stabs through him. He's like, it's gonna take more than that to kill me. And then he stabs him again. Yeah, that'll do it.
Oh my! It's just such a bad. That's why it sat on the shelf for like a year, and then nobody wanted to release it.
Yeah, it's just cool, like seeing how, like this guy, he was in that shitty movie, but like he actually does a really good job here.
Oh yeah, he does. Yeah, no doubt. Like, and you know, both of these characters I kind of just don't like in some ways because I just find them both annoying. It's just like, I don't know.
I found the girl, whose name is Kendra. I think she's kind of annoying, but Hammond I don't really have a problem with.
Hammond, I just think like, I like him as a character. I just think some of his like arguments can easily be avoided sometimes
think-
with that Kendra chick. Like,
Yeah, I think they kind of bounce off each other really well.
yeah,
Because, like, like, they're both very, like, paranoid. They both have their own opinions. And,
definitely,
like,
yeah.
they, like, they create conflict. They always clash with each other.
And Hammond is the captain, I'm pretty sure, because he pretty much gives orders. 'Cause,
Yeah,
he
he's
just
the
ordered
leader
us
of this
to-
mission.
He just ordered us to crash here on the Ishimura, which is where the whole, or the USG Ishimura, which is where the whole game takes place.
Yeah.
And as you can tell, the scenery is just fucking great in this game. And I love all the environments, and as dark as you guys see it is as dark as the game is at some points. It's really creepy, and I love it. And here she goes. She's boosting up our rig, which is our health.
Basically, we've been sent into the Ishimura because contact has been lost. And Isaac is, the character we're playing as, he's an engineer. So he's with this team of people. They're going to see what's up. But they've noticed that the ship has a blackout going on, and nobody has the power to respond back to them. So like they kind of crash landed into the ship, and now we get to see what's up.
And Isaac's girlfriend Nicole, which we saw the video of,
Yep,
was also on the Ishimura, and obviously he lost contact with her. So that video he was playing over and over again, because Kenta was like, "How many times you play that thing?" Because he misses her. So there's kind of like a two-way thing for Isaac here. He's here to do his job and to.
He has more of an emotional incentive to get this mission done.
It's like his push, like that little push that gets him there. So there you go. You see a little screen. I tried to show as much as I could in these parts, as you see. I try to show as much as what's going on or some interactions because I did this just kind of like relaxing and just playing the game like casual, not recording. So it was the first time I've done something like this, and I've really enjoyed it. I might say because like I just like there was no like I gotta multitask. It was just like playing the game. So it was definitely a cool experience. As you see, those are all the keyboard stuff. I think I had to get used to some of the controls. Sometimes like I would keep stomping like accidentally, so it looks kind of funny when certain stuff happens because like sometimes I forgot to like stomp at certain parts. Like I would press the space bar, I think, to stomp when like I'd be thinking it would be like to pick up stuff. I don't know why, but like I had to get kind of the use of the keyboard controls. You could also plug in an Xbox controller, but I don't have one. Like I have my Mass Effect 3 one, but for some reason that one does not hook up to my computer correctly, so I just play with the keyboard.
Do you think the post-commentary style of Let's Play is something that you'll be doing on? Like you'll be doing more often, maybe?
Maybe. I mean, if it goes off well, like I said, because this is the first time I've tried it, me and you, we've watched, people do it before, which is Slow Beef and Diabetes, so as far as commentary goes.
Fuck, man. Hook from Dead to Rights.
Oh my god.
That running animation.
That's... God damn it. That whole last level.
I cried when I saw that last time. Like, I literally cried from laughter. It was so funny.
And honestly, if it wasn't for those guys, like, I wouldn't have had this idea and, and really went with it. And yeah, so if this goes over well and people actually enjoy it and, it's kind of an informative commentary in a humorous type way as well, because, we don't take ourselves so seriously, neither do they. So it's like, we're just doing our own thing. And, yeah, I mean, let's just see how it goes. And, we always have fun when we do shit like this anyway, so.
Yeah. I love this opening shot, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
I love this.
For the first time. And they're just like, holy shit, you can't see anything.
It's very cinematic too.
Oh yeah. Again, the art direction is just amazing.
You play this for the first time and you just lose your shit.
Oh yeah. Like there was even some moments when things were behind me.
I'm pretty sure that you're invincible during this sequence. Or like I don't think they can kill you. Maybe they can lower your rig, but it's scripted, I think.
I think so too.
But it's still done in a very like tense fashion.
There's some occasions where oh, there's a cool shot right here.
Yeah.
But there's some occasions in this game when like I'm trying to run away from enemies at a certain point, and I just keep tapping the E button on the keyboard to open the fucking door because I just want to leave, and it's very like creepy.
It's unnerving.
They're coming behind you, and you're just like, God damn it. So, all right, here we go. We're completely separated from our teammates now, and you're gonna see a running theme here. Isaac has he has to do everything. He really has to do like everything in this game. And
he's the only engineer that they decided to bring along for some reason.
Like it's just like, oh, there's this problem in a part of the ship, like where we know there's something going on. Isaac, go check it out.
This is the largest mining ship.
Oh, yeah.
As well. So it's like you send in one guy. One guy to fix everything.
Yeah, and like he doesn't want this shit, man, but he's got the hardest things he has to deal with. And there we go, we got a necromorph. And
every time someone dies, you're gonna hear that flatlining beep.
I love that.
So
yeah, because everybody's connected to rigs, and pretty much that's the sound it makes when they flatline.
Yeah.
So, Yeah, I mean, look, I mean, I love just that's the thing about this game is that I think, obviously we've all seen Alien, the whole isolation on like a ship or some type of,
Yeah,
something in space. It's just very
you
effective and
can
very
clearly
unique.
see the Alien influence in Dead
Yeah,
Space.
and the
It's like if
RE4
you took
influence
if you
too.
took Alien, RE4, that shitty Paul W.S. Anderson movie, Event Horizon, because they did take a lot of inspiration from that with the whole dementia
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
And if you notice, the front of Isaac's helmet is very similar to the front of the spaceship
Oh
from
yeah.
Event Horizon. Like you can see it on the movie poster. It's like it's weird how they took inspiration from that film, but I guess they liked it enough, and they made something even better.
And I like how this is how you communicate with these little screens, which is really cool. I thought it was a cool little thing.
Yeah, like you can see the screen of them talking, but in the distance you can also see them.
Yeah, yeah. And even when you're by yourself, like instead of you just like hearing them, you actually see them. There's sometimes where Hammond or Kendra comes in just through like your little earpiece, but most of the time they pop up on the screen and you just
Yeah,
kind of see them. But
it keeps you immersed in the gameplay because it doesn't. I think every
and
cutscene in
it's
this
creepy
game
looking
is in
too.
like every cutscene is in game.
Oh
Like
yeah,
it
yeah.
never like pauses the gameplay to
Nope.
show some pre-rendered cutscene.
It's all in one go,
Yeah.
pretty much as you
All
play.
in one go. Like it never interrupts the gameplay.
If I can get to the bridge, I should be able to access the personnel files. You fix the
A lot of people compare this to BioShock when it first came out because you get modules later on that basically power up your suit so you can do like, telekinesis abilities
Yeah,
and stuff
yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
people compare that to the plasmids of BioShock. Personally, I like this more than BioShock, but I think, both are really good games.
Yeah, and as you saw, that was our little
The nav point.
the nav point thing, which is easy to tag along. And you notice a lot of times I go in the opposite direction because you never want to miss certain things.
Yeah.
There's always things like that right there. I would have missed that 1,000 credits if I didn't go back. So
I
there's-
feel like I abuse the nav point whenever I play. I'm just like, okay, what's
Yeah,
next?
yeah,
Okay,
I mean-
like I'm gonna explore an area and then I'm just gonna use the nav point right after I get
yeah,
everything.
exactly. Yeah,
It's
I
like-
mean that's just how it is though. I mean I like it though because it's
You never get lost. Like it keeps the
Yeah.
gameplay going.
Yeah, exactly. And you have your fair share of puzzles, which you'll see throughout this. As you see, I just went the opposite way. I'm just checking this out. I think this door is locked up here. Those are plasma cutter rounds, pretty much. There's a little jump scare there. And I don't think I found out how to flip the little flip the crosshair yet because every gun in this game has a special
Yeah, like
I
a,
don't know what you call
a
it.
secondary
Secondary fire
mode
yeah.
of fire.
Yeah. So I think this is me trying to figure it out. I'm just like fucking around on the keyboard, and I'm just like, man, I don't know what I'm doing. And then I think I figured it out soon. And there's a medium med pack. As you see, every enemy usually drops stuff, so it's very reminiscent to like RE4. There we go, I got it. And pretty
Yeah.
much how I did that was you click in the scroll on the mouse, and that's really easy to do with that. So there you go. There's some funny. I'm just gonna set this up for the rest of the Let's Play. There's some funny death scenes and really ridiculous things that happen. All I'm gonna say is you're gonna see these little baby necromorphs that travel in like packs. Those are probably like the worst enemy for me in this game. I fucking hate them because I'm not gonna spoil it, but they really fucked me up. So I'm just gonna say that. But here we go, and we're traveling more deeper into the thing, and this is very important. Converse ammo by dismembering limbs. So pretty much how you kill them is you cut off the limbs. That's pretty much how you do that. So you can shoot
that
them
was
in
the
the
whole
head,
gimmick.
the leg. Yeah, because you
Whole
shoot them in the
gimmick
head,
of
they
Dead
could still come out like after you. So it's important to make sure you do that. And this is our
First module,
first module onto our armor, the stasis.
stasis.
Yeah. So that was me trying to close it out, but that didn't work. So yeah, you gotta pretty much slow things down in this game a lot of the times, including enemies, to your advantage. So another cool thing that like you don't really see in a lot of survival horror games. I know you see a lot of like slowing down and stuff in other games, but the way they use it here is very unique, I found. And also Isaac's armor, you're able to upgrade it through upgrades throughout the game.
Yeah,
suit
like as you
upgrades.
upgrade the armor more, you look
Yeah.
differently as well. So you
And-
can see each upgrade.
And I've beaten this game a couple times on the Xbox 360 version. This is the first time I played it on PC, but this is probably my best playthrough as far as
Yeah, because
item
you've already had
management.
experience.
Yeah, as far as item management and conserving money and everything like that. So
I almost got every trophy on the PS3 version, but I never finished the game on Impossible.
impossible is impossible.
So like I beat this game quite a few times on both 360 and PS3.
Yeah.
But like beating it on the hardest mode, that was the only one I needed for the platinum. So maybe one day I'll try and go for it again. Who knows?
And there we go, dismembering the limbs there.
I also love how you can pick up audio recordings.
Yeah, and you hear about things that happen. Like,
Yeah.
I forget-
They've already happened, but like it's just, it's really cool like hearing them.
Yeah, it's like reminiscent of the crew that was there.
Yeah.
Like, who's the guy that always keeps coming up on the fucking thing? I forget his name. He would always say his name, but you hear his audio logs throughout, like, the whole game. And I love hearing his audio logs, so I try to pick up as much as I find in this one. I don't know if I found all of them, but they don't really tell you. But,
Are you referring to the doctor?
no, not the doctor.
Because we hear like there are a few workers that you hear again and again. You also hear the captain and the doctor a
I
lot.
think maybe the captain, the guy who says, cut off the limbs, you gotta cut off the limbs, that guy.
Oh no, he's not the captain.
Not the captain.
I forget his name too.
Yeah,
But
he's a lot. He's all the way to the last level. Like you hear his things, like oh. Blah,
everybody
blah,
like
you know.
everybody you hear is dead.
Exactly.
That's
yeah.
not a spoiler. Like everybody you hear, you will see their body
Yeah,
like dismembered.
because pretty much like by the time they got there, pretty much all like what you're seeing, the necromorphs are like that's the crew. Like that's what's reminiscent of like the people on the Ishimura. So it's pretty much, it really gives you that isolated feel, as in like you're probably the only one here on the ship, and like
I love the tagline on the back of the case. It says, "There's no help coming." It's like, yeah, you're
it's just
not.
like,
You're
yeah,
screwed.
yeah.
You're not getting out of this.
No, nobody, and you'll see how everything unfolds. It's just, I love this fucking game, and that's exactly why I did a Let's Play on it. And I figured if I were to do this in post commentary, I'd have to get Richard in on this because we both love the game. So it's not like it's just kind of like a perfect setup of a perfect game and a good commentary to go along with it, because like I like the fact that we're pretty much watching this together. It's kind of definitely a different
I never
style.
thought that like I would ever be doing a Let's Play like be part of one of your Let's Plays. Like,
Oh, yeah,
If you think back to like March 2010 when I first found your channel.
Yeah,
It's
you
like,
would
like,
never.
Yeah, like 4 years later, look at us now.
Yeah, it's crazy, and like I'm saying, I hope because people love the podcast, people love the Let's Play, Let's Have Fun that we've done. So it's like
We have to do another one of those
We
because
do.
it's been a while.
it really has, and I gotta fucking I gotta get more DVDs for my DVD recorder because
Yeah.
because I haven't picked them up in a while, and this was just on my PC, so I used Action, this program called Action, to record, and it's pretty much like the best thing that I use that doesn't take up a bunch of memory like Fraps. So because that takes up like 80 gigs for like a video clip. It's crazy. I don't know why it takes up
That's
so much.
too big.
Yeah, so
Way too
this
big.
this one would probably take up like 11 gigs at the most, and that's fine. Like that's fine. And
Yeah.
then when I render them out, they're only like 500 megabytes.
You still have the video files, right?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
So,
Because
yeah.
you don't want to render these parts twice.
No. So pretty much all I do is I'll add this commentary in, and like at the end, and I'll place.
Yeah,
it
like
underneath.
just
Yeah.
put them into the files.
Mhm. Yeah, I put them in the timeline, the audio timeline, and that's it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
and
it.
it's easy as that. And here we go. We're still progressing, and we're gonna see more. The thing is, right now they're kind of like spoon feeding us these enemies, but in a little bit, right here, we're gonna see them come in groups, because we haven't seen them travel in little groups, but now they're starting to really pack on the enemy numbers right now. And the thing is that a lot of the times you're so focused. I try to lure these two in there.
Yeah.
There we go. I got one of them. And as you see, there's a guy behind me. That happens a lot, and you can never like pinpoint when that's gonna happen. You can sometimes hear it, but you're so focused on what's in front of you. I
Yeah.
know this guy, he fucking, I hate when they nail you like that.
They like gaining up on you.
Yeah. So this is the first time they're like, alright, we're definitely gonna lay all the enemies out on you and fucking, you know, just overwhelm you in a sense. Because the thing is that ammo can get pretty scarce. I mean, you can't underestimate it. The fact that, I'm sure harder modes don't give you as much, but the thing is that they, you might think you have enough ammo and stuff, but sometimes you can run out and you really are fucked. Like, there's not, because the only way to get ammo in that certain time frame if you're fighting someone is to kill them, and you can melee, but honestly, melee doesn't always work.
The beauty about Dead Space is that you don't always need to use your ammo because, like, you know how, like, if you melee an enemy, you're basically like you're fucked, right?
Yeah.
But if you use stasis or whatever, they can't move.
Oh yeah.
And then you can melee their arms off, and then you can use their arms against them.
Yeah.
It's like there's many different things you can do, rather than just shooting them.
Yeah, so there's different ways. I mean, unlike games like Resident Evil beforehand, which always, like, the earlier ones didn't, you had to use, or the knife, which, you never used, like, your actual fist, or, unlike in RE6, that was the first time they actually did that. And not including the, when you, have them stunned, not including that. Like, you can actually do it yourself at your own pace. Resident Evil never had that until 6, and it wasn't really well done. It wasn't really a well done feature, because I didn't find it that, it just seemed clunky. In this game, it doesn't feel as bad, but the thing is now, the way this game's set up is the fact that, I mean, the ammo comes and goes, but I always think there's just a great balance of everything. I never feel like it's way too hard or it's way too easy. It's just perfect, and that's what I love about it. It's just a really underrated game in my opinion. It doesn't really get the recognition it deserves. I think it gets founded by people who really appreciate survival horror.
I know people who hate on this game because all they say is it's boo jump scare, boo jump scare. But if you look at everything, like this area, for example, just take it all in. It adds a really good, like, the atmosphere, like, the fact that the game has this orange glow to it in every room,
yeah.
like it has a unique look to
like
it.
I said, the art of this game is, I would love to pick up like a concept art of this, like, book of this game. I love that. Like, physically, just looking through everything, I'd love to see all the artwork that these game designers put the time and effort into, and
I remember I was playing this game. This was a few years ago, but I was playing this game, and then in the party there was some fucking asshole, and he's like, Dead Space is only for tryhards who aren't afraid of the dark.
What the fuck?
Like, you idiot. It's a game that you play if you want to get scared, if you want to have fun.
Like I said, the first time I played this game, I was pretty scared. It was a pretty creepy experience, I might say, and the enemies that come on are even more creepy and fast, and and Richard knows the one I'm talking about.
Yeah. I know you have a pretty bad experience with that one.
Yeah, like, let's just say that I'll show you guys later, but let's just say it literally made me scream. Like, I was just like, oh shit! It was just pretty crazy, and this is the only game that's ever made me do that. And this one, I was just like, where the fuck? And then the door closed, so there we go.
I hate when that happens.
Yeah, and then the thing is about doing this is when I was doing a playthrough, sometimes, like, that fucking actually caught me off guard. A lot, like, I was just about to bring that up, so that's funny that just happened. A lot of things sometimes caught me off guard, so there are some things I forgot to do, or forgot to, that was coming up, so sometimes I'd really get, like, fucked on an enemy, or, like, not expect certain things to happen, so there was times where, like, I was literally panicking, like, at the keyboard, like, oh shit, what am I gonna do? Like, if I'm trying to use, the kinesis and it's just not working, or I run out, it's some pretty intense stuff, so...
They should have just fucking called this game Panic.
Yeah, right? Just Panic.
You ever play the Panic games?
I've never played Panic.
Panic's pretty fucking scary.
I've heard of them though.
Yeah,
And
you need
know,
to play the Panic games.
Yeah, and you guys need to play Dead Space if you haven't, because I think that's a way that you'll really feel like, you know, if you want to be scared, this is the game to play. And the thing is like, it's not even as much as scared, it's just the tension. Even right now, what you're seeing between the characters, there's a lot of just tension between the characters, and conflict, and trying to survive, what's right, what's wrong, and Isaac's just trying to find his fucking girlfriend. He just gives two shits about these guys. But the thing is, Isaac has no dialogue in this game. They did not make him an actual character. They didn't know this game would be successful enough to really build off him, but they do in the sequels. So it comes to show. But the cool part is that, like, I still feel for the guy, even though he doesn't have dialogue in this game. And even, like, playing this game alone, not knowing what happens in 2 and 3, like, if I was just a casual player, I would still feel for him even though he doesn't speak, because I feel like it's just like enough is there. He's just kind of like he's just caught up in everything just like everybody else, except he's just the guy that's trying to get shit done. And that's pretty much what he has to. He has no choice. They're trying to find out what's wrong, and it's just like everything's wrong. There's literally nothing that goes right. Like, that's just the concept of this whole game. And that's what I love. I love things that just go completely wrong. And that's an awesome fucking shot right there. You just see a necromorph walking off in the distance in the fucking, like, smoke.
How do you feel about the fact that the guy writing the Dead Space movie is the same guy who wrote the Dragon Ball Z movie? How do you feel about that, Anthony?
Well, it's not going to be anything like this game, so...
Nope.
I honestly don't think it'll ever happen. There's a lot of things that it's not really greenlit. Like, a lot of people can write all they want, but if the studio never really, like, light, they don't give it the green light for a director or anything like that, it probably won't get made.
It's just the fact that, like, they got him.
Yeah, just the fact that they got him, yeah. And that's a fact that has happened, so people who might not know, that's who we're getting for our video game movies nowadays. But, I don't know.
Here, no survivors. We're going to try to get to the command computer. Wish us luck.
Alright. Now we got fucking... Oh shit. Just dropped behind me. Yeah, so now we got Isaac going in the ship. I don't even know... I forget what he's trying to do here. As you know, this part fucking sucks because I don't know if this guy was actually supposed to go, like, come in with me, like, to the ship, because Isaac's just supposed to run out. Yeah.
You're supposed to get in and get out.
And he just kind of, like, followed me, because there was another necromorph you guys probably saw, like, he dropped behind me, and I'm like, god damn it. So here we go. That exploded. Isaac just made it out. And more necromorphs, look at that. Perfect timing. Great. In this Let's Play, I really focus on the plasma cutter because that's, like, probably, like, the best weapon for me. I try to buy another weapon, it just doesn't work for me, so the plasma cutter was always, like, my weapon of choice. Slow him down there and shit like that. And this guy, he just comes out of nowhere. The cool part is about, you know, the slowing down is, like, I think it's cool that they added it in because notice that these enemies are really fast. Like, you really are gonna, especially later, you'll see what kind of forms they have. You're gonna need that. So I think the way they use the balance is great here.
Also plays a huge part in solving puzzles and stuff.
Definitely. And especially now, you can see the conversation he's having with them. They're struggling pretty much to find out what to do. The conflict continues.
This is where they find out that Captain Matthias is dead.
Captain Benjamin Matthias.
Status is deceased. And of course, Isaac has to do everything. So
you need to get to the captain.
It's like, you need to get to this deceased captain. It's like, well, you know, that sounds great. That's going to turn out very well. So here I am checking out the bathrooms here, because, you know, you never know.
Why did the ship even explode?
I don't even know. Oh, look
like-
at that large med pack.
I would never travel in the future if they just randomly explode for no reason.
Oh shit, look at that. Fucking big ass monster just crawled down.
That was a leaper.
Those fuckers. And I just used a stasis pack, pick up this large med pack, which you could easily miss if you didn't go in this room, the bathroom. So, yeah, I'm really happy to pick that up. And here we go. This fucking part that's coming up in the next chapter is pretty. This like I like the way this game is. Every chapter is like a building up, and like just every step of the way gets even more intense, and I love it. This, you know, because it's like it drops you in really quick. Like, you know, it doesn't fuck around like most games where it's like, you know, there's a lot of hit and miss moments. This game just it constantly throws you in the shitstorm, which I love. It's great.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's pretty much it for this chapter. First chapter is done. And these chapters are usually like half hour long, 45 minutes. So there we go. New Rivals complete.
Pay attention to the first letter of each chapter.
Oh yeah. This is me saving it, overriding my little practice file there. All right.